Look at that. Nice. Nice clean table. Sometimes you just gotta do it so it looks better. And, yeah, I accidentally hit a button and it stopped the recording. So anyway, that first one's just gonna be edited right in. Okay, let's try to get you in a better position. Sweet little Miss Winnie. She's so pretty. I'm so happy the way she's turned out. And I noticed on Miss Natalie Scholl's profile that she is going to be releasing Everly Gwen very soon, and I'm super excited because she is the Kansas Doll Show's my mind goes the doll show contest, one of the contest babies. She's the regular baby. They have 3 contests. One of them is silicone, which I won't be doing. One of them is fantasy, which is Bonnie Brown's Pika. And then Natalie Scholl's is the human baby. And her little baby, oh my gosh. If you haven't seen it yet, go to Google and look up Everly, Ever, Leigh. So it's kind of like the long spelling. And then Gwen, Gwen. That baby looks so grumpy but peaceful at the same time. I don't know. The doll is absolutely gorgeous. You have to check it out. Of course, I'm going to be nervous. I'm entering the contest, and I cannot show it on here. It has to be like completely anonymous, which is good because then everybody has the same amount of chance. You know, that way they're not being judged on the person that's actually painted the baby because of the popularity, that it's purely by the talent and expertise of the artist. So, very cool. It is my 2nd year at Kansas, and the first time I've ever entered any kind of contest like that. So I'm nervous and excited at the same time. And I might get a vote or 2, and if I don't get any, that's okay too. I just think it's exciting to enter. So people can see my work firsthand. Of course, they won't know it's mine, but still. Just to be out there with everybody else that's been painting for a while, it's just exciting. So, but I'm also doing Pika. She is the fantasy baby, and I was gonna do. I can't show the one that I'm doing for the contest, obviously, but I bought a second one up, and I was gonna show it, but I've decided not to because I'm taking a class, and that class is going to help me paint that baby, and I can't show that because it's a paid-for class, and it wouldn't be fair for the artist to do that. So definitely don't want to do something that's shady. Not very nice. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to do my best. Try to make it look like it's flowing. Okay. So when you do hair, you're going to start with your darkest layer, and then the lighter on top, because the darkest is underneath, and you want it to look like it's has depth, and of course the lighter on top will show a little better. after you've got the bottom dark. So you can see like individual layers, it'll look good. But I don't just do one dark and one light. So there's going to be a variance of shades. Okay. Ooh, doggies. Kind of been putting off doing her hair. I was working on like varnish and skin tone and stuff like that, trying to texture. I used the Pore Texture, Irresistible's Pore Texture on her, and I like it. And I had to bake it 4 times so that it is cured for sure. Then I'm going to go over it with varnish, but I want to go ahead and do the hair first before I varnish the baby. You can see it's coming together now. It looks a little better than it did the first time I put it down. Okay. I'm kind of smooth out where I started from there. Light with your strokes. Possible. Off camera. I'm so sorry. It's hard to stay on camera. There you go. Maybe you can see a little better now. Yeah. Okay, good. You can see. Be really careful where you put your hands so you don't smudge your paint. Okay, she's looking pretty good. Move them out just a little. My little doggies clicky clacky feet. I need to trim their nails again. I did trim them a week ago, the front ones, and I accidentally cut her quick, which is not great, poor baby. So I've been kind of letting it heal a little before I do anything else to her. I normally use the nail grinder on her, but I was in a hurry. And of course she wiggled right under as I went to clip it. So, but I used baking powder and it quit. Like I put baking powder on my finger and then like put it on the little spot that I cut, and it quit bleeding pretty quickly. You can also use cornstarch. Of course, I didn't have those little sticks. Like I said, I normally use the grinder, and I don't do anything with the quick that way. So that's why I don't have those things on hand. Okay, let me close the door because that is pretty loud and I don't want it to pick up on camera. There. My husband likes to watch Phineas and Ferb. Isn't that funny? It's a good show though. I'm getting little bubbles in there, so I'm trying to smooth them out a little bit. Get the paint a little thin today. It's okay though. If it's thin, it starts to blob out if you get it. If you make strokes that aren't fine, like on the tip, it'll kind of blob out a little because it spreads out. It's wet, it spreads. Almost got the top done. Whoa! This layer went quicker than the first one, I think. Feels like it anyway. Trying to find some of the thicker paint. It's a little easier to see. There we go. Just kind of smoothing out. Not too bad, huh? Good, you can still see. And I'm going to use another brush here. And I kind of want like a little bald patch right in here. Yeah, that paint is awful thin. the next layer will look even better. Okay, it's gonna dry. Make sure you don't have any loose. Make sure you don't have any stray marks like on the ears and stuff. You definitely want to make sure you don't have paint everywhere. But you don't want it. Stray hairs here and there. Just a little bit more in the back. It's hard when there's a crease there to try to get it to look normal. I think it looks about even. Alright. Okay. Close enough. Okay, so I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to bake it. And I'm going to add just a little bit of, I don't want to add flake white to it because that's quite light. I'm going to add some 04 to it because I have 03 in there. So it's actually darker than 04. So I'm going to add just a little bit of 04 to that to lighten it up. And then we'll do another layer. There we go. It'll take a few minutes to dry. She's looking pretty blonde. All right, guys, we'll be back.